The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, what a weekend to sit on the couch and watch basketball and teams you never heard of play each other and players you never heard of and just rise to these stars. You get so invested. The guy for NC State, now I can't remember his name. He's 6'9", he's 6'9", 300 pounds.
Wow.
Boy, he was fun. He was fun to watch. And they won. They beat Oakland. I wanted Oakland to win. That was one of the upset matchups there.
I felt like the kid on Oakland that only shot like four two-pointers throughout the entire season. His whole thing was that he just shoots threes.
Yeah.
Felt like he got fouled on every play, and they just didn't call it. There's a lot of jersey grabbing there I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah, he was their star, and the big guy on NC State was their big guy, was their good guy.
Yeah, sort of a battle of the Titans there.
Oh, it was fun. Good fun stuff. But locally, so Illinois advanced. They've kind of been breezing through. So Thursday night at 8 o'clock on TBS and True TV. What's the motto of True TV, Case, again?
Not reality, actuality.
You got Illinois and Iowa State. So you may be invested in them being locally at Iowa State. That's a good matchup. That's 3-2 matchup Thursday night. And then also locally, speaking of NC State, they'll be taking on Marquette. Marquette is a fun team to watch. Again, don't know any of the players. Saw one massive dunk. It was pretty cool.
It's like a 7-year-old giving a sports report.
Let's bring your dad to work day.
Don't know who these guys are, so dunk. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with March Madness. I used to know every player in college basketball, and I just can't get invested anymore. I don't have time. I have a baby. I got stuff to do. I got a job.
No, you haven't seen season 2 of The Bear yet. You can't watch college basketball.
We watched a couple more episodes. We're almost done with season 2 of The Bear.
All right, and then you got to catch up on Curb after that. There's no time for college basketball.
I'm raw. Stranger Things last season.
There you go. Forget it.
You behind on shows, Kara?
I am. I still haven't started The Bear. I just started Suits.
Oh, how's that?
I like it, except that the first episode never seemed to end, but it was very good.
That's with Meghan Markle.
Yep.
And that started a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm not judging. Look at me. I can't judge.
No, you cannot.
So there's some people that judge you for not seeing shows. They're like, you haven't seen it yet?
They judge you for having a life.
I wouldn't say I have a life necessarily.
I would not either.
Just busy. So Friday at 5, that's going to be the NC State Marquette game. And then also Friday about 5:40, TBS and True TV, it's going to be Purdue-Gonzaga. Purdue, they scored the most points in history for them in a March Madness game. I think it was 107 in that last game.
They dominated.
That Zach Edey's like 7-4 out there. You see, he shot free throws, and it was a technical. No one was up there, and he high-fived himself. Like, he high-fived like ghosts. You know what I mean? It's pretty fun. Pretty fun.
I say this with all love to our Boilermakers listeners because I am adjacent to the Boilermakers. I like them. I'm from Indiana. This is just ripe for another Purdue disappointment.
Oh, boy.
This is, they have just set this on a table to where they look dominant rounds 1 and 2. And then they absolutely lay an egg against Gonzaga. Just be aware of it.
Well, they were knocked out last year in the first round.
In the first round, as a 1 seed, they lost to a 16 seed.
It was unbelievable. It rarely happens.
I know.
So Gonzaga, they always stock up on players. They're always good. Mm-hmm. But they're a 5 seed this year, so it's a 1-5 now matchup coming up. So we'll see how that plays out. Maybe more interesting was Piece of Garbage Madness over the weekend. Boy, these matchups were hot. Now, Tiffany Henyard, the number 1 overall seed. In case you don't know what Piece of Garbage Madness is, it is people or things that have been pieces of garbage in the last year. The bracket is up at Q101.com and all of our socials. And you guys voted on all these people to be in there. We seeded them, placed them in 4 different regions, and it's competing just like the basketball tournament. You vote who is worse. So Tiffany Henyard went against the Cubs, and she won easily on that one because the Cubs were probably the best team that Chicago had in the last year. Jared Leto confused a lot of people why he was in there.
Yeah.
He was in there because he canceled an interview with us.
Among other things. Jared Leto did all of Q101 dirty. We're still not over it.
And he took on the woman that went to the White Sox game and snuck a gun in her fat rolls.
Please tell me she won.
She wins.
Thank goodness.
Right.
It was close. A lot of people jumped in and backed us up on that Jared Leto one. You had Chicago Stadium's drama against Gen Z.
Okay.
I thought Gen Z was going to win this one easily. It was a 12-5 matchup. The Stadium drama was a higher seed at 5, and they won. So Gen Z's out.
Good.
Wow.
That's your people.
We don't deserve that smoke.
Sometimes.
We contribute to society in a positive way.
Well, Let that one sit there for a second. Riot Fest and the Mexican Independence Day Traffic beat Matt Rife, but that was the closest matchup, one of the closest ones of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was down to the wire, went overtime, and very close, but Matt Rife is now out.
You were saying Matt Rife won on Twitter, the Traffic won on Instagram, and then on Facebook, in the Facebook comments, it seemed like Riot Fest just pulled away there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's all three platforms, well, at least those three, Facebook, Instagram, on a story, and then on Twitter, there's a poll too. So you can vote on all these. You guys decide, remember. We'll keep going here a little bit. People who don't honor dibs took on ticket scalpers. That's an upset. Ticket scalpers were an 11. I don't know a better word to use because scalpers is an old term, but it's the same thing that people are doing, buying tickets and reselling them for way higher.
Right.
Don't you think?
I'm surprised we're allowed to use that term still.
Scalpers?
There's the whole Seinfeld episode about that.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
I got the tickets from the guy that sells them on the streets.
Yeah.
Sold the tickets.
You know those guys who do that? Oh, boy. Am I going to get canceled for putting that in there?
I want to make sure it happens.
Oh, boy. That's a Gen Zer right there. That's what they do. This shocked me. The NFL Taylor Swift coverage was a 3 seed. And they took on the Highland Park Poverty Simulator, which we joked about that.
Yeah.
It was something that Highland Park was going to do to show people what it's like to be poor. That won in an upset, 14 over a 3 seed.
That's huge. So Highland Park Poverty Simulator's moving on.
Moving on.
Wow.
Because so many people, all they did was talk about the NFL Taylor Swift coverage, which I didn't care about, but everybody else seemed to care about.
Well, maybe they're so sick of it, they don't want to hear you talk about it anymore.
Not a bad point,
Took
Tara.
itself out of contention.
Yeah.
We can keep going. A few more matchups here. It was the No McDonald's and Wilmette was a 10 seed against Bruh and Sus. Bruh and Sus won. They moved on. And
Glad they lived to see another day.
and then also a very tight matchup that I didn't expect. The White Sox were a 2 seed because they were just what an embarrassment in the last year. And I'm a Cubs fan, but I'm not dumping on the White Sox. I'm just being facts here. Case is the White Sox fan who wanted them a 2 seed.
And I will dump on the White Sox. Last year was awful.
Guys named Chad they took on a 15 seed. And that was a close matchup, almost an upset, but the White Sox pulled it out. A few more matchups to go through here. Whoever filled in the rat hole, which was filled in last week, against Sox Sleepers, the rat hole won easy. The Bears won easy over Salt Life stickers. People that hate deep dish took on Gen X.
Yeah.
I call it the it's not pizza crowd. The people who go, it's not pizza. Your friends from out of town always say that. It's not pizza, though. Well, the deep
Are you
dish...
friends with Ray Romano? What was that voice?
I just can't stand people that just say, it's okay to not like it, but just, it is pizza.
Right.
Okay? It's pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lasagna. It's a casserole. Okay. I'm talking about Ray Romano. So they took out Gen X.
Oh, wow.
So Gen X and Gen Z are gone. Boomers and millennials still in, and 2 more brackets coming up.
That's huge.
And finally, the final matchup that's complete was Netflix banning sharing of accounts against people that scratch off lottery tickets at the counter. Oh, that was very rough. Like Northwestern last night, pretty much getting trounced by Connecticut. Netflix won that one easy.
I think Netflix is a real dark horse to win this entire thing.
Really?
I think so.
You know what? What are they at seeded wise? They
4,
are.
I think.
They're a 4 seed.
Yeah, they dominated.
Yeah.
They dominated.
Wow. Pretty incredible. But we have a new matchup today. We'll be up in a second. It's going to be Alyssa Milano versus Tim Anderson from the White Sox.
Boy, oh boy, what a matchup.
That's going there. Before we go on, I know we had a lot going on there, but I cannot, as Kara being a hockey mom in here, talk about what the Blackhawks did in that comeback. Down 4-0, come back to win 5 straight goals.
Oh, sweet.
And here was the winning goal.
Kurashev, stick handling, looking for Bedard. He finds Seth Jones. Jones shoots. He scores! The Hawks win in overtime and come all the way back. You believe that?
You believe that?
Nice.
Yeah, you believe that? Listen, it was great. I mean, the Blackhawks are going nowhere. The NHL playoffs lining up, but it doesn't matter. That was fun.
Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, Kenzie's still on maternity leave, returning on Monday for the Cubs opening day broadcast at Almost Home. All that information at Q101.com. So a week from today, Kenzie in person because she ain't going to miss a Cubs game. You know what I mean?
Well, the baby's not either, as we talked about last week.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later on. But yeah, it's going to be an awesome broadcast with tickets for the game, concert tickets, amazing things. The first chance at swag, the Cubs Q101 opening day swag, which looks ridiculous. All kinds of fun at Almost Home. 1 week from today, 6 to 10 a.m. Join us out there. But in the meantime, let's do this for the Gaslight Anthem tickets. Scott checking in from the Great Lakes Naval Base. Are you checking in actually from the base, Scott?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Nice.
I don't know why I didn't think you guys had like phone privileges or something. You know what I mean? Like it's prison up there. You know what I mean? Well, thank you.
I listen to you guys every morning.
Oh, so you can listen to the radio too?
Yeah, believe it or not. I driving in, I listen to you, and then once I get here, I click on my phone.
Oh, man.
That's how you do it.
That's all right. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you up there, man.
No, of course. Thank you guys.
Okay, so here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kara gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Scott.
That's
Pardon?
What was that again?
head.
It's heads.
There you go.
Nice.
I think he used his Navy secrets there to distort the phone. I think he said tails first.
Yeah, no, he used telekinesis, Brian. You're right.
All right. Scott, what is the capital city of Japan?
Oh,
3, 2.
what? Hiroshima? No.
No. We bombed that one. You guys did that one.
We did that.
Yeah, bombed that one. Kara, what do you got?
Is it? I can only think of one city.
What is it?
Tokyo?
It's Tokyo.
Oh, okay,
Don't
good.
overthink it, everybody.
Everybody really overthought that one.
It's like all these History Channel documentaries go into your brain.
Right.
Thinking about okay, here we go. Back to Kara.
Yes.
Who wrote the play Romeo and Juliet?
Shakespeare.
Okay, didn't overthink that one.
Yeah.
Back to Scott. Which personality had a talk show with CNN from June 85 till December 2010? You know that guy. You know that guy's name. You saw him when you're like partying late, get back from the bar.
And then you flipped on CNN, as you always do.
And then, I want to maybe Pierce Morgan. I don't know.
Not Pierce Morgan. Before that, Kara?
It has to be, you said guy. It's got to be Larry King.
It was Larry
Yeah.
King. Kara's rolling today.
He was a good interviewer.
Yeah.
I'm 0 for 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. And Kara's got 3, by the way.
That's right, and it's back to
Yeah,
her.
she rocks.
Well, don't give her too many props. You might miss this one. Kara, what company features various animals, including a lion and a cat and rabbit ears, to advertise their chocolate eggs?
Chocolate eggs, Cadbury?
Cadbury's right. They're not that good.
No.
I agree.
I wanted them to be better. They was cool as a kid when they opened them up and the cream marshmallow stuff came out, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I also don't like the commercial because it's the old cameras. They've never updated the quality of the commercial. It bugs me.
It just.
Is that a pun? It bugs me. Funny. Get it?
Oh.
No.
Wow, Kara.
Wow. That was
Jeez.
not
I'll
a
leave the
pun.
hosting to you, Brian.
So basically, what you're saying is they've saved so much money over the decades by not updating the commercial.
Oh, I would think Cadbury's just wheeling in money left and right.
They only have one time a year. They're real big, though.
Yeah, what do they do like in October?
October?
Yeah. We don't make a Halloween egg. Let's do that. You're fired, Tom.
All right, we'll figure that out after this.
Okay.
It's 4-0. It's back to Scott. He needs a point here.
Scott, what instrument did Bill Clinton play during an appearance on the Arsenio Hall show? Old questions here.
Oh, saxophone.
Saxophone's
Very good.
right.
Yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, the Lewinsky woman.
4-1. Back to Kara. She can win with a correct answer.
Kara, Eddie Murphy was the voice of which character in the Shrek movies?
I don't remember the name, but he was a donkey.
That's all I needed. He was Donkey.
And that was the name of the character.
Oh,
too. It was
really?
Donkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess you're right. I shouldn't
The circles are
overthink.
like, Donkey.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of like a donkey right now.
No. Listen, I'm sure Kara's going to give you the tickets
Yeah,
anyway.
you're kidding. He's got a uniform.
Oh, Kara likes men in uniform.
I do.
Are you single, Scott?
No, actually happily married, and I'm actually a civilian. I'm a civilian investigator here with the Navy.
Ooh.
But I'm a veteran with the Air Force.
Nice.
Wow, dude.
Still impressive.
Well, it's very impressive.
Happily married's impressive to me.
Oh. Well, you got the tickets anyway for the Gaslight Anthem, okay?
Oh, that's great.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you, Matt, for listening. We appreciate you.
Congratulations, Kira.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
What a good sport, too.
Yeah.
Very good sport.
Yeah.
We'll have tickets for STP and Live in about an hour, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, so don't go nowhere.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. As we said, about 8:30, we will have a song scramble for tickets for Stone Temple Pilots and Live. That's a hell of a show at Northerly Island. So we'll get that one coming up here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. First, time for Head to Headlines. Now, this is where we give you 2 headlines, and based on the headline alone, you decide which story you want to hear more about. You decide the content. The kicker is we will never talk about the other story again. We burn the paper, and it's gone. We block it from all of your internet feeds. You'll never see it again. You won't know. That's what we do. So choose wisely on the text line. You text in for this one. Let's get to headline number 1. Kara, here it is. Beef over McDonald's fries leads to brawl between tow truck drivers and sheriff's deputies.
Oh. I like whoever wrote that headline.
Well, listen, there's a lot to unpack
Yeah.
there. It gives you a lot of information, but I do want to know more. That's me personally.
Yes.
That's headline number 1. If you like that headline, text in 312-591-8300, headline number 1. But not before you hear the second headline, which is this. Headline number 2. CHP says, quote, imaginary friends don't count in the carpool lane. Bay Area driver busted. Okay. So which story intrigues you the most to hear more about and never hear about the other one again? 312-591-8300. Text in headline number 1 or headline number 2.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
If someone can tell Taylor and Gary that the song's over, that'd be great.
Why?
This girl checked in. Taylor said, this song gives me creepy vibes, the Nine Inch Nails song here, because I have to change it every time because they used to play it at the strip club I worked at. And all I can think about is the creepy old men. When I hear it, I'm sorry, I love you. I just got to come back in a minute. So
Did Taylor used to be a stripper?
I don't know. I can't tell if she was a waitress, bartender, or he. Taylor could be a guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, let us know more about you.
Could have been a chef.
Could have been a chef?
How do you eat at a strip club? Ew.
I don't know. Tell me, Kara. All right, so we're back. In case that song gave you trauma, Taylor, thanks for coming back in. We want everybody back in the party here. It's time for Head to Headlines, where we read these headlines, and you, based on the headline alone, you choose which one to read. Now we've got a clear winner. I'm telling you, it's very clear. We had to wait a minute. Headline number 1 was, beef over McDonald's fries leads to brawl between tow truck drivers and sheriff's deputies. Headline 2 was, CHP says imaginary friends don't count in the carpool lane. Bay Area driver busted. I think people really realize that number 2 says pretty much what happened there. Now, it'd be nice to hear some more details, but everybody unanimously during the Nine Inch Nails song voted for headline number 1, beef over McDonald's fries leads to brawl between tow truck drivers and sheriff deputies. So let's get into it. A tow truck driver upset with his French fry order got into an argument with the staff at McDonald's Thursday, according to the Stafford County Sheriff's Office. I'm not 100% sure where Stafford County... Oh, this is Virginia. Virginia.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it goes on to say 2 Virginia sheriff's deputies were injured and 5 employees of a tow truck company were charged after a brawl that began over McDonald's French fries.
You said 5 sheriff's deputies were injured?
No, 2 sheriff's deputies, 5 employees of the McDonald's.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Now, before we continue with the story, I had Culver's last night.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, by the way.
Yum.
I'm a hero.
You make a good living. I can tell.
It was very nice. And, you know, their crinkle fries, they're unmatched. I love the crinkle fries. However, McDonald's fries are crack. You cannot, like Megan, whenever I go to McDonald's, it's like, she'll say, well, I'll just eat some of yours. And I go,
Right.
no, I want every fry, so I'm not going to share.
I do that to my son. He hates it.
I say, we have a dual income household. We can afford another small fry here for you. And she goes, no, I don't want my own fries. I just want some of yours. And I go, I don't want you to have any of mine. You can have your own fries. I'll even eat your leftovers if I don't want to eat them all. I'll eat the rest of your fries.
This is important because everybody listening needs to put themselves in the mindset of the possibility of getting in a fight over McDonald's fries.
I could see it happening with you and Megan. So,
clearly.
We need to get to that mindset. What condiment do you use with the McDonald's fries, and what do you use with the Culver's fries? Because I have a point I want to make here, but I'm curious to know what you think first.
Wow. Well, if I do get the buffalo sauce with my double quarter pounder with cheese, which I dunk the fries in that too.
Okay, all right.
McDonald's buffalo sauce, completely underrated.
Yes, that and Steak and Shake's buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Yes.
I haven't had that.
That's pretty good.
Maybe I got to make a visit.
Let's go to Steak and Shake. Oh my God, let's do that.
And then McDonald's, or the crinkle fries, I'm sorry, with Culver's is no doubt ketchup.
yeah.
This is the thing. Culver's has an elite ketchup.
They're
It's
very similar
different.
to Chick-fil-A's
You
with
know,
that.
I
Yes.
wondered. It does taste better. I thought it was just the fries made it taste better.
No, I think it's the ketchup. It's much like the McDonald's Coke. They use the water differently to make the soda better. They must have, Culver's and Chick-fil-A must have the best tomato farm in the country.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree with you that, and especially the container that you can either squeeze out of it too. You can peel
Yeah,
the top off and it
yeah.
squeezes like a little ketchup bottle.
That's the way to do it.
Whew. So this already triggers me, this story, because I get in fights all the time. You can have your own fries. I want every one of my fries.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't want to. I share. I'm generous, but not with fries.
Yo, you're a very generous guy.
Now let's see what happened in this story to see what happened. Late buzzer on that. They'll see what happened with the fight. Maybe that's what it caused in sharing fries. So back to the story. A tow truck driver upset with his French fry order got into an argument with the staff at a McDonald's Thursday, according to the Stafford County Sheriff's Office. The argument grew when another customer intervened on behalf of the employees.
Wow.
Oh, don't be a hero.
Oh, boy.
Don't step in.
Let it happen.
Nature's going to take course.
So restaurant management asked the tow truck driver and the group of coworkers with him to leave, but they refused, the sheriff's office said. Management told the tow truck drivers they were trespassing, and one still refused to leave. Now, it jumps quickly in the story. I don't know what escalated here.
Yeah.
I don't know why the patron had to jump in and defend the employees, and I don't know why they were trespassing, because it was open because they ordered fries.
So put yourself in the shoes of the tow truck driver real quick. That's a stressful job. It's a thankless job.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody hates you.
Everybody hates you.
Yeah.
I live next to a church parking lot, and I see cars get towed all the time.
Oh.
And I've seen some confrontations go down.
Yeah.
But imagine I'm the McDonald's worker. You're already annoyed. You're a tow truck driver. What do you think would have set you off?
Cold fries?
Cold fries?
Yeah.
That's a real possibility.
Maybe they were small instead of large.
The size of the container or the fries
the
themselves?
the fries, the container.
They said per square inch, these fries are too small.
Yes. Put on a little ruler right away.
Let me go back there. I think you guys have bigger fries back there.
Nothing is more disappointing when you order large fries and get small.
Yeah.
Nothing in life is more disappointing than
Not
that.
war, not illness. It's just, those small fries.
You get large fries, right, Kara?
Well, no, I try to eat my son's. I'm like your wife.
See, why can't you just get your own?
Because I don't want to, but then when I smell them, then I want to eat them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're a grown woman. You know you've had fries before. You know what's going to happen.
I know.
I'm going to buy you fries after the show today.
Thank you.
Okay. So when a deputy attempted to arrest that driver, by the way, so they told the tow truck drivers to leave. They were trespassing. One still refused to leave. One tow truck driver, okay? The deputy then attempted to arrest that driver. So they must have got there quick. They must have been like either in the McDonald's or out front or nearby. And listen, if I was a cop, I'd hang around a McDonald's too. I'd hang out nearby.
Well, I would imagine for McDonald's in Virginia, there's cops called to them quite often. I don't know what that means. I just feel strongly about it.
So he tried to attempt to arrest that driver. He tried to run away, but was tackled and handcuffed.
Jeez.
Over fries.
The cops are looking for something to do in Virginia. That's what he sounds like to me.
This got bad quick. As that man was being escorted to a patrol car, the other tow truck drivers surrounded the deputy, shouting profanities.
Okay, that's kind of dumb.
But again, like to Case's point, they're already on edge because everybody hates them.
Yeah.
And if there's tow truck drivers out there, you can call in and let us know your experience. But
That's probably like a top 5 most hated job.
it's got to be because no one wants their car
Well, unless
towed.
they're helping you. You know, there are times when tow trucks help you when your car's
That's
stranded.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But you're still upset because your car didn't start or whatever, or
Of
something's
course.
going on, so you're mad already
Yeah.
before the guy gets there, the poor guy. Okay. This story is unbelievable. I really need to know more what caused the strife, but it's not in the story. So, as the deputy was surrounded by the other tow truck drivers while he was trying to take one of them to the car, he deployed pepper spray. And then another driver threw a deputy to the ground by his neck.
Wow.
That's terrible. You shouldn't do that. That driver was tasered and then handcuffed.
Well, sounds like he needed to be. Jeez.
Yeah. 3 other tow truck drivers were then arrested. All 5 were charged and released on their own recognizance. I don't know if they should have been released. Maybe they needed to look.
Life in prison over the French fry incident?
How about a cool down period?
Wow.
They've got the drunk take. They've also got the French fry take.
Yeah, let them chill for a minute and realize what they've done and they're in jail. And then they go, you know what? This was stupid. This was over French fries. 2 deputies had to be treated at the hospital for injuries. Officers from the Fredericksburg Police Department and the Virginia State Police also reported to the brawl at this McDonald's. Meaning that's the last line of the story. But I mean, it took everybody in the area came like it was, Mayday. We need everybody that's listening to come to the McDonald's. We got to fight over fries.
We really need the body cam footage of this. I need to see what exactly happened.
I need really more to what caused the French fry kerfuffle.
I have a stupid question.
Okay, go ahead.
And I know it's a stupid question.
Right.
But we're in the tree of trust here.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I can ask it.
Sure.
Take a McDonald's French fry.
Yep.
I've never been pepper sprayed before. I don't want to be pepper sprayed before.
Ooh, that's a good bit for the opening day broadcast.
I got some. I can help you.
Let's do that at 7:30, the opening day broadcast. Case gets pepper spray.
And then at 8, I'll review The Matrix, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be like 90s radio.
So if you take a French fry and you take pepper spray and you pepper spray the French fry,
I know where you're going with this.
Would that just season the fry? Would that be good?
I'd love to know someone that has pepper spray or used it, maybe an officer. If you put it on food, does it taste peppery?
Because I don't know.
I don't. Do you know, Kara?
No, I don't know. But I don't think.
Do you carry pepper spray?
I have none on me right now. But yeah, when I do my real estate showings, I do.
I wish you had pepper. I know, because being a realtor, I thought you had pepper spray on you. Because I could spray it on my trail mix right now and see what it tastes like.
No, I want to know. Because I don't know how fresh the peppers are in the pepper spray.
They might be wonderful.
Is the pepper a real pepper in the spray? Is it?
God, I don't know.
I didn't think pepper had anything to do with a vegetable in that spray.
But pepper in your eyes and nose sucks.
You're right.
I went to a cooking class over the weekend, and a woman put onion in her eye by accident, and it was like a whole. We had to stop the class. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.